So now we know how to load the dataset, but we are having few null values in the dataset, which will actually impact on our analysis. So what we can do, we need to remove the null values. How we need to remove the null values? Let's discuss it in this video, and I'll see you on the other side. So as we have discussed so far, like how we can load a data set and basic overview about the data set. Okay, so this is the data set. Like as we have discussed, we are having multiple columns. We can select each and every column like df of uh, app. It should be data of app, sorry. So if I'm executing it, I'll get all the applications. Okay, from the application, what I can analyze? From the name of the application, I cannot analyze anything, right? So what I can do, from the category, and I can analyze, like how many different categories are there, how many from rating I can analyze what is the average rating of the application, how many applications are there with rating more than 4.5 or between 4 and 5. So I can analyze multiple things, but for that purpose I need to know what from which I have to analyze. From the app name, sorry, I cannot analyze anything. From the reviews I can analyze, size I can analyze a little bit. So first of all, the first thing would be what I want to analyze, which column is important for me so that I can analyze anything. Okay, and whenever you are working on the data set, so the first thing that you need to do is, first of all, just check if there is any null value in the data set or not. Null value means any missing value, right? For example, if we are having some of the application whose size of the application I don't know, whose installs I don't know, whose content rating I don't know, whose name I don't know. So these are called as null values or missing values. First of all, we'll check if there is any missing value in the data set or not. How I can check? Obviously, I am not going to check manually. So the best approach is just take the data frame and dot is null. This is something that you need to write. If you are writing data dot is null, it will go through each and every cell and check if the value is null or not. Okay, like here you can see everything is false. Why false? Because no value is null, right? If there is any null value, for that case it is true, otherwise in rest of the cases it would be false. Now obviously it is same thing, like I am not going to manually check if all the false are there or any true is there. So I can write sum. What it will do, it will check, or it will sum all the values in this, right? So from here we are checking if there is any null value or not. And from this data set here you can see we are having 1474 null values in rating, right? If I'm talking about this rating, I'm having most of the null values in this uh, row only. Okay, some of the null values, like we are having one null value in type, three applications are there whose rating I don't know, three applications are there whose current version I don't know, right? So these are the thing like I'm having. Okay, so there are different ways to deal with these kind of stuff. For example, like how we can deal with it. So let me just tell you the basic approach to do so, right? If I'm writing data and execute it, so total how many rows are there? 10,841 rows. So in some of the rows we are not having the rating. I don't know the rating of some of the applications. Like here I am having NaN. NaN means none, means null value. So what I can do, those applications whose any cell, in any cell I don't know the value. For example, in this row I don't know the rating of this particular application, Parkinson exercise FR. So what I can do, I can remove all those rows, right? I will just remove this row where I'm having at least one null value is there. I remove that row. Similarly, some of the rows whose content rating I don't know, so just delete those rows. So that is something we can do. How to do that thing? So this is the first approach that you can follow. We are having multiple approaches to do so. So what we can do, data dot should be drop NA. So if I'm writing data.drop NA and execute it, so then we will get the data frame. I'm getting the same data frame, but here the number of rows are 9360. Earlier, how many rows are there? 10841. These are the number of rows I'm having in the beginning. After writing drop.NA, how many rows are there? Currently, I'm having these many rows. That means I have dropped 1481 rows. Why I have dropped these many rows? Because I'm having 4 rows where rating is missing, 3 rows or 8 rows are there, 1 row is content rating is missing, and there are some of the rows where whose rating I don't know, as well as price I don't know, or rating I don't know. So it might happen. Because of that, I have dropped how many rows? 1481 rows. Okay, that means total data set I'm having of 10,000, I have dropped 15% of the data set. Right now, if I'm checking about this data set, like this is my processed one, after dropping I am saving it in DF, so that I'm having the current data frame. So if I'm checking DF, so that's the data frame I'm having now. If I'm checking the null value here, is null dot sum. Currently, how many null values I'm having? I'm having 0 null values, right? So this will work obviously now, because in the data set I'm having no null value. So this data set I can directly use, right? But the problem is I need to delete all the rows, and this time I have deleted almost 15% of the data set. That is not feasible at all. Let's suppose we are having 50% of the data where we are having the missing value. Obviously, I'm not going to draw 50% of the data, right? So that's up to us. We are having different approaches as well. Like rather than deleting the rows, we'll fill some of the values in those parts, right? For example, in this DF of rating, right? Let me tell you how it works. So we are also having something called as DF of fill NA, right? Inside this I can pass any value. Let's suppose 10, right? So wherever 10 is there in the data set, in null, wherever null value is there, I will write 10 in place of it. Okay, there's something you can use, but we are not going to use now. We'll discuss it as we proceed further with the different approaches we are having to fill the values. Currently, we are just discussing about how we can remove the null value from the data set. Okay, so this is the very basic approach that you can use, but for that purpose, using that, we need to get rid of a lot of values, right? Because for example, in one application, we are not having the ratings, right? For this example application, but we know that this is from medical. It is having 3 reviews, that's the size of the application, these many downloads. I'm having all the things, I'm just not having any rating. That doesn't mean I can remove that application from the data set. It is not up to the mark, right? So this is why we need to take care about what we need to take and what we need to leave. Okay, so this is the very basic approach which will help you to take the data set, which is the basically first step. Whenever you are loading the data set, this is the first thing that you need to do to remove all the unwanted values or null values. After that, we are having a pre-processed data set, which is this one. Okay, so once we are having this data set, on this data set, we are going to analyze the rest of the things. Okay, for that purpose, we are having some inbuilt functions. We can write your own functions as well. We are going to first of all discuss about your own logic, how we can write your own logic to do the same. And after that, we'll jump into, okay, if we now let's write through the inbuilt functions to do so. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. So now I'm hoping you are clear with the concept how we can deal with the null values. We are having the concept of drop NA, and we can also jump further where we are having numbers where we can add mean, median, or mode, but that is something we'll do in some other video. So if you are still having any doubt, ask us in the discussion. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.